The plug is BigJacks, Bozak Morris, and Malaysia. Real VIBE 105. The plug.
Oh yeah, it's the plug every single Monday, 8 to 10, right here, VIBE 105. You know how it goes down, your hip-hop hookup. BigJacks, Bozak, Malaysia. Got the homie Bozak right here. And we got a special guest in the building, too.
Yeah. Yo, it's what it is. It's Lais Lavish.
Lais Lavish in the building. Lais, what up? Welcome to the plug, man.
How you doing, man? Thank you for having me.
I'm good. You know, happy to have you, man.
I'm happy to be here.
You know, shout out to the whole team in the building, man. Shout them out, too, man.
Shout out to everyone here, man. We got Rami, Young Adam, you got Rose, you know, he's always on the ones and twos, and then you even have Russell, the photographer here, just catching the snapshots of everything going on.
The whole team is in the building.
Yeah, a little bit of everybody.
You know, been in the game for a minute, man.
Yeah, I've been here for a while, learning the ins and outs, perfecting the craft, you know, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, man. And when did you kind of like decide, like, this is something that I want to do and really take this seriously?
Well, man, here's the thing. Like, I was always into music. I was like playing violin at a very, very early age, like when I was like young, like 4th grade. And then from there, I went on and I did a little bit of production because my cousin used to be a DJ and I'd always see him on FL Studio. So I was like, okay, let me try my hand at this. I did that. And then what ended up leading me into vocals, like I was always writing because I was into poems and all that kind of stuff. But I was actually on house arrest and I didn't really have much to do at home. So I just had like a little mic. So that's what I recorded all the session 1 on, which was like just like in my bedroom on that microphone. And then like that did really well. And then, you know, I got obviously the other records started popping. Drake played me on OVO Sound. And then we did 114, which did really well with Cocaine Rain and all those records. So like, you know, it was kind of like as it started snowballing, I got a better grip of it. And I was like, you know, this is something that I'm pretty passionate about. I enjoy doing it. So I was like, why not do it? For, you know.
No doubt, man, and doing your thing, man, and making some noise, man. Like, yeah, with the you know the OVO thing, and how did that kind of come about with you guys getting played on there and stuff? Do you remember?
I had no clue how that was gonna be on there, man. To be honest with you, like it was a surprise to me. I was just in the Dominican chilling. I just seen it pop up on my Twitter, and I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Drake just played my record. That's cool.
Yeah. You know, I'm on Reddit.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm on Reddit.
Keeping it real modest, man. But
of course,
yeah, the thing that I like too, I remember when I first heard Cocaine Rain joint. I was telling Bozak this. It caught my attention too because it starts off really chill and you know it's kind of on that slow tip, the airy kind of that Toronto sound that we know. And you also flipped it, the second part of the joint and kind of got that K Tronada Soul-lection kind of feel too.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
You know, and how would you describe your sound and what you do?
I don't like to pin a label on it, you know. I don't want to box myself in. I do a little bit of everything, and I want to keep it that way, you know. And it's just like I want to leave it open to interpretation for anyone who's listening, you know. Like, let my music hit you however you want, classify however you want, but I'm not gonna be the one to put a label on it. I'm just gonna call it my music.
No doubt.
And with that said, what are some of the influences that you draw from when you were younger and even like current day?
Growing up, like my dad used to be all under the old music. Like he would play Elvis, ABBA, a little bit of like Neil Diamond, like a good mix of all kinds of stuff. And then me playing the violin, like I even listen to some classical music. So it's kind of like the musicality kind of came from those older records. And I guess like the writing styles, like I used to listen to a lot of 50 Cent, Eminem, because that was pretty big. And then like I grew up in Virginia, so out there is like hip hop's like it was huge even then. So it's like they had a lot of
Timberland,
Pusha, Clips, you know what I mean? They had Pharrell, all these guys. So it was kind of hard to escape the culture, you know. I just got sucked into it and I just drew my influences from there.
Yeah, man, no, that's real dope to see. And you got some new stuff that you got dropping. We got the record in the background once, and you got some new projects on deck, man. You want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, man. Like I went ghost for a little while. I didn't drop any records for about like a year, really. I was just like taking that time to myself, you know, just going through some things, going through some emotions, dealing with some family stuff. Like my little sister passed away, so I was just kind of like in the middle of that. Then right after my dad got cancer, so it was just like life just kept hitting me, you know, back to back. You know, I had some friends pass away, so it's just like I took that time to myself, and like I did a lot of writing during those times. I did a lot of music, but it's like I wasn't ready to release it, you know. And it's just like I figured I might as well practice the craft in the meantime too, you know, so that I come back harder, I hit better, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds like you're really meticulous about your craft and like, you know, the things that you're putting out. Like, it really feels like you really take this art very seriously. You take yourself seriously as an artist as well.
Yeah, because, you know what I mean, growing up, like, one thing that my parents always instilled in me is like, it doesn't matter what you do, but whatever you do, do it right.
Right.
You know, and like don't like half-ass anything. You know,
Definitely
come
not.
in hard, come in correct, and make sure that when you leave, everyone's like, yeah, this guy did his thing.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
You know, all jokes aside, man. I mean, like you came through with the team. Y'all came punctual. Y'all came early. You know,
Of course.
like so, like you know, everything that we just said there in terms of like don't half-ass it. You know, it's just I've seen everything from that. From what you guys got going on, man. And I think that's a big thing that a lot of artists in the city could take and learn from too.
Definitely, man. I mean, like, your professionalism is something that kind of like a reoccurring theme that we've been talking about, me and him personally, just with all the things that we're dealing with.
Okay.
And professionalism is something that really just it separates yourself from the pack about how you go about things and how seriously you take even the little things that comes along with it.
At the end of the day, it's a music business. It's business. If your business isn't right, then it doesn't matter. You're not gonna make a dollar because you can sit at home and jam to your records all you want, but if it's not paying your bills, you're just wasting your time. So
100%.
it's like, you gotta come correct in all aspects of it, whether that be the professionalism, the punctuality, the way you carry yourself, the way you talk, like everything. It's like a complete package because as a musician, your job is to be a public figure, so it's like, how can you expect people to follow you if you don't even have your own things together, you know what I mean?
100%, man.
Yeah, man, we got Lais in the house, man. Dropping some jewels, man. I like that, man.
course.
You a young cat, but you focus, man, and you can hear that, and in your answers and everything, man. It's refreshing because we got a lot of people who come through who aren't focused like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we do. You got man just
Appreciate it, man.
come
Thank
through. It's just like, I'm just here for the beesies. You know what I'm saying, guy?
Nah, definitely not on that tip, man. Definitely not on that.
But yeah, so you got this record right here. Once in the background, the video is coming out.
The video's already out. We
it's
shot
already
it.
out,
Yeah, we shot it in LA. Shout out to Sammy. We went out there. We were actually just out there to do music, and then like one of the homies hit like, yo, you want to shoot a quick video? And I had this record coming, so I was like, yeah, let's do it. So we dropped it all on the same day. It just hit Apple Music this week, I believe, like just today.
All right.
So it's just like it's doing well.
Mentioned like you got your producers and stuff here, and are there any other producers that you're working with, or anyone else you're working with outside of the team, outside the circle right now, or is it pretty in-house?
I know. I'm always open to collaboration, because the thing is, you can always take away something with working with someone else. It's kind of like, watching even professionals work, people who have been in this industry much longer than I have, It's like, for me, as someone coming up, it's very important to like kind of see that and like reach out and make sure that I'm working with everybody just to make myself as well-rounded as I can, you know what I mean? So we've been working with other people. We got a couple other producers. We got Laffy, who did this beat right here. Cher, he did Inner Hands with Rose. We were just out in LA working with this Nick from Twice as Nice.
Okay.
Like a bunch of people here and there. Like, I don't want to say everyone's names because the records aren't out yet, you know what I mean? Like, it's
They
just
don't
like
get no
people will
shine
find out
until
in
the
time.
record's out, yo. Like,
Yeah, people will find out in time.
Yeah, politics sometimes too, right? You never
Of course.
don't want to leak it out too soon. But we got this record right here, like you said, once, and I want you just to talk about it real quick before we play it, man.
Once? Well, it came about in the spur of a moment, man. I was just feeling some type of way. I had just had these girls hitting me at the same time, and it was weird because I was just like, it was just like two separate instances, and then it's like there were so many overlaps. I was like, yo, like I think like maybe they're scheming, maybe they're plotting, maybe they both know about what's going on with me. But so it's like, anyways, like it just kind of came about from there. A lot of talking about like the whole team, like I shout out Hazel, he's one of my other homies, yeah, it's just like, it's kind of like I wanted it to be like, it carried the energy that we had as a team right now, like, just hungry, I had to get it, like nothing phasing us regardless of whatever that is, whether that be circumstance, women, or like outside affairs. It's just like we're focused on what the end goal is, so that's what I wanted to hit on with this record.
Word.
No doubt, man. So I'm gonna let you introduce it right here on the plug, man.
Alright, yeah, man, y'all listening to Lais Lavish on the plug, and right now you're about to listen to my new record, Once.
Sounded real crazy,
Man, thank you so much.
and shout out to you, man, for coming through the plug today, man.
Man, thank y'all for having me, man. I love being here.
The door's always open, and just to recap everything too, man. If people want to get in touch with you and find out, what's going on with Lais Lavish, what's the best way to do so?
At Lais Lavish across all platforms.
And that's LAIS Lavish.
That's it.
And yeah, you also got an independent record label that you're working on too, right?
Yeah, we started one up, man. The whole team, like, we're just kind of keeping it all in house because that's the way it's been from the jump. You know, all of us kind of working together as brothers. It's like all these guys, like, I've known them for years, you know, and it's just like we built such a strong relationship, and it's like the confluence of the work, it just shows at this point. It's like a well-oiled machine. So we thought, why not, like, you know, make it official. So now we're just adding the members, you know, piecing it all together, and everything coming out. It's just under our roof. And that's like that's one thing that I think is very important, you know, just kind of to keep it all there, because that keeps the energy organic and it doesn't seem forced, and it doesn't seem like you're stepping out of your way to like go and do the most, you know what I mean?
Word.
No, I definitely feel that. And are there any people that are signed to the label now that you can mention?
I don't want to talk about all that, you know. Like, we're just gonna work on it slowly, you know. But it's just like people will find out in due time.
No doubt, man. Shout out to Lais in the house right now. And one more time, man, if they want to get in touch with you, if they want to find anything out, what's the best way? Just Instagram, Twitter.
Instagram.com/LaisLavish, man. At Lais Lavish everywhere. Spotify, it's just Lais, Lais. Apple Music, Lais. SoundCloud, Lais. You know, it's easy to find me.
No doubt, man. The joint in the background once is out now. The video is out. It's on Apple Music too, man. And get it, man. Support the crew, man. Support the homies, and thank you for coming through the plug today, man.
Man, thank y'all for having me again.
No, man. We're gonna hop back into it. I'm gonna hop back on and play a couple joints, and we got BigJacks, Malizia, and BigJacks is the plug. VIBE105. Shout out to the homie Lais Lavish in the building. You know.